Well, good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Hello.
Yes, sir. So here we are. We're getting to be almost to be at that halfway point of the semester. Okay. Let's let me share a screen with you. Okay. I normally send out the previous classes recording a little bit earlier than I did this week. But for those of you who missed any content from last class, the recording of that class has been posted here. Okay. And that brings us to today. Today we're going to endeavor to finish assignment number 3. Okay. And this is sort of the last drafting exercise before we move into the design portion of this course, okay? Although we're still going to be doing some drafting, but now we're going to focus we're going to refocus from drafting to design, okay? But let's talk about tonight. Let me go to content here. I just want to look at the, I want us to review the enlarged drawing. That's on my mind. The cartoon drawing, the sample drawing. I get it right. Okay, so we all know that this is what we're shooting for. Okay, I think most of you have finished the isometric view, and I think some of you have started on the two-dimensional orthographic views. Okay, if you haven't started on the orthographic views, before you do so, I want you to go to D2L and come down to where it says right here. I want you to watch this video first if you haven't yet started the orthographic views. So I want you to watch this video, okay? Okay, and this brings us back to the sample drawing. I just want to review some things now, okay? We know that the front view, right? So of course you have to decide initially what side of your building represents the front view, right? Because orthographically, we're going to place the front view here, okay? In this area here, okay? And just to reiterate, we're going to establish a horizontal plane, okay? Good. And that horizontal plane is going to be the same plane that's going to be used for the right side and the rear view side as well, okay? And then we're going to do the top view, okay? And then we're going to do the right side. Okay. And then whatever views you want to do next is really up to you. But I want to reiterate how these orthographic views are in alignment, okay? So if I was to project a line straight up this way, we see that the front view and the top view is in vertical alignment. Okay? Good. And of course, these views here have the same horizontal plane. Good. So, you know, once I construct this front view, right, and then then I can project lines up for my top view. When I go to the right side, I can project this height over. I don't have to measure anymore. I can project that height over to get the height of that. I already have my ground plane. I can project this horizontal line over here. Okay, to get that gable portion of that roof, and then balcony, and I already have the base. Okay, and also note that the right side and the left side are also in horizontal, vertical alignment, right? So I guess I want you to keep that in mind, right? Keep things in vertical and horizontal alignment as you create these orthographic views. And of course, the top view is as if you were suspended above the roof and you're looking down and you will see the surfaces. And same thing. If I'm looking at this is my front, this is my left, this is my right. So if I'm looking at the right side, I'm going to see this surface here, okay? This overhang here, this balcony here, and of course this little articulation here of this slope here, okay? So the rest is it's kind of obvious as to what you're going to do. Do you have any questions about how you're going to create, for those of you who are working on the orthographic views? Do you have any questions relative to it? Okay, and of course we're laying all this out initially with what? Construction lines. And then eventually we're going to go back and we're going to change those construction lines into wonderful, consistent secondary lines. Okay, so with that, I'm going to let you work. Okay, and if you have any questions, I'm here. Oh, that's fine. It's no problem with that. Okay. I was going to say something, but I changed my mind. All right.
Hey, Mr. W.
Yes.
Do all drawings have a like an outline, same as that one?
Now,
Like what we're looking at right now. Do all drawings have that?
okay. Oh, cancel this. When you say, pardon me, when you say outline, I'm not quite sure. I'm not sure what you mean.
Like what we're looking at right now, like all the views.
Yeah, I mean, this is the sample drawing. Okay.
Yeah.
This is indicating to you how your final drawing should look in terms of composition.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Xavier,
Yep.
did you straighten out that isometric view?
Yeah.
Okay, I want you to send me a picture of it so I can approve it.
Oh yeah. Okay. Got you.
Okay, thank you.
Hey, Mr. Williams.
Hello.
Yes, sir. So I just have a question about all the other views. I know we had set the isometric about, I think, 1/4 inch above the annotation. That's what I had to end up doing for the chalet.
Yeah, but I think
whatever.
for the orthographic views, they don't need to be that close, right?
Right. So maybe about 1/2 inch.
Yes, sir. I think that'll work.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Just verifying.
Okay, no problem.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, Xavier, you can see my board, right?
Yes.
You can see my, good, all right. I'm gonna bring it down a little bit so to get it in the better focus. This camera's looking crazy. Okay, all right. So let's do it together here a little bit. Let's see. That's good. Just let me take this down. Now I'm going to do it fairly quickly. It may not be the exact dimensions, but I just want to get you on the right track a little bit here.
Yeah, I get it.
Okay. All right. So it's not going to be the same scale, but the process is going to be the same. Okay. So let me. Where's that? Okay. All righty. Good. So now, you're doing the Civic Center, right?
Yep.
Okay, so now, geez Louise. So now you know we're going to start off with a horizontal plane, right? Horizontal plane. See that? Yeah, that's some horizontal plane. And then I'm going to establish my z-axis as a vertical line. Okay, that's my z-axis. Good. And I think I'm going to move it down a little bit here. Now, you can still see it good. Then I'm going to extend this z-axis down here too. Okay, good. So yeah, this is my z. This is my z, right? And then of course I'm going to go x and y. X and y at 30 degrees from the z. That's my x, and that's my y. Cool. All right, and then I know I'm drawing at 1/8 of the scale, using these tip marks as reference. Okay, so let's my z-axis here. Oh, let me turn this around so it'd be easier for me to see my screen. There we go. Good. So now my z-axis is right here. Good. Right there. Good. So I want to measure over 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. 14 feet at 1/8 scale. Okay. And I know that you know this part, okay? All right, so 14 feet at 1/8 scale. 12, 13, 12, 13, 14, so 14 feet here. And I'm going to strike a vertical line there, okay? Because that's the nature of parallel drawings, right? All lines drawn along the various axes are parallel to it, right? So I'm drawing a line, a vertical line, which is parallel to my existing z-axis, so it has to be vertical. Okay? And my t-square was off a little bit. All right, there we go. Good. So now what I want to do is establish the height, okay? The height of this wall right here, the height of this wall, and that's 1 unit. So I'm assuming that's going to be 2 feet. All right. So I'm gonna come over here at 1/8 of this scale. Okay, I'm gonna go 2 feet. Okay, now 2 feet. But now I'm drawing that line that is along the x-axis, so it has to be parallel to it. So see, I measured up 2 feet, establish a reference point. Okay. Good. So now it's parallel there, right? So what is it? So now I'm going to draw this front portion here. It's this front portion, and that is going to be 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 feet. All right. So now I'm going to measure 10 feet, 8 scale, 1/8 scale. That is 8, 9, 10 puts me right there. Okay, that's my reference point. So I'm drawing a line parallel to the z-axis, so it has to be vertical. Cool. See that? So now all I really have to do now, I already have this height here. Okay, is to draw a line parallel to the y-axis. Cool. Now, all right. I need to know Okay, so now I want to keep going. I want to keep going. I want to draw this. I want to draw this portion here now. Okay, so from here to there. Okay. From here to from this line here to this line here is 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, so I'm gonna come along here. Oh, while I'm here, I'm just gonna draw this. I'm just gonna draw this line here, right? Okay, and, which is parallel to the x-axis. So there we go. See, so I'm keeping everything parallel to the z-axis, parallel to the x-axis, and parallel to the y-axis. All right. So now, what did I say? So from this face of wall to that face of wall is 2, 4, 6, 8. So I'm going to measure 8 feet over, still along the x-axis, 8 feet. Okay. 8 feet brings me to this line right here, this line right here. Okay. So, and that's a vertical line. So that's going to be parallel to the z-axis. Yeah. And so now I need to establish the width of this, and I'm just going to keep it as 1 unit because it looks a little bigger, but one unit is 2 feet, right? That wall right there, 2 feet. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to go over 2 feet. Give myself a reference point. It's parallel to the z-axis, so it has to be vertical. Oh, I need some more light over here. There we go. That helps me a whole lot. Okay, good. All right. So now I just want to establish the height of this wall here, right? And it's 2, 4, 6 feet high. All right. So I'll come over here, 6 feet high. Are you getting it now?
Yeah, I'm watching.
Okay. Are you following along with me?
Yep, I'm right here.
Okay. All right. So that's 4, 5, 6. All right. So let's stop here. I want you to do what I just did right here. Okay. Make sure your drawing looks just like I did there. And you saw how I kept that. Well, let me just finish it. Okay. Okay. So I was established the height here of that wall right there, which is 6 feet. Okay. So I established that with a reference point right there. All right. Cool. All right. So now I want to establish how deep it is in this line right there, which is 2, 4. Okay. So I'm gonna come over here, and I know that's along the x-axis. What did I say? It was 4? Yeah, 4. So 4 feet. Let me put my x-axis line first. Come over here like this. See, the problem with your drawing is that all your lines are not parallel to the x, to the y, or the z-axis.
Yeah, as I'm redoing it, I'm seeing it.
Okay, you see it now?
Yeah, as I'm redoing all this stuff, I'm starting to see it.
Okay, cool. All right. So what did I say? 2, 4. That's 4. So 4 feet puts me right here. Okay, and that's a vertical line, and I'm going to assume that's going to go up too. All right. So I'm going to get this. Good. And then I'm going to measure up 2 feet for the height of it. 1, 2, right there. Cool. And then that line goes back like that. And then I can put this back here. I can draw this line along the x-axis, that line along the x-axis. And then I need to know how long this line here, right here, that line, how long. So here's what I'm going to do. Okay, somebody needs to mute their background, please. All right. So I did a little like measurement here, and the length of this line, I'm going to make it 10 feet right here, 10 feet along the x-axis right there. 10 feet. Okay, that's 10 feet, and then it comes back. And it comes back along the y-axis, that is. Okay. And then I'm going to erase some of these lines so that I don't need anymore. I'm going to just line right here so it becomes less confusing. Okay. Good. And okay. Oh, it's going to come back. I'm going to draw this line here, right there, right there. I'm going to make that 2 feet as well. So I already have it here. Out. Okay, and I need to come back 2 feet. Good. So now all I got to do is draw a line along the x-axis and the y-axis until they meet, and then I have that corner right there. There it is. That's that corner right there. Okay. So all I'm going to do now is draw this line here up, parallel to the y-axis. Okay. And this line parallel to the parallel to the z-axis vertically. Okay. And all I got to do now is establish the height of this wall, which is 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, 8 from this point right here. So 8 feet along the 8 feet up. Just gives me a reference point right here. All right. And then just draw these curves. I need a line that's going to be parallel to the x-axis right here. Parallel to the x, and then parallel to the y. So now you see how I'm using the 30-60 triangle to keep everything parallel at 30 degrees along the x and y axis.
Yeah.
Okay. So have I given you enough now so you can keep going?
Yeah, you gave me enough. Thank you.
Okay. All right. When you finish it, I want you to send me another PDF of it so I can look at it again. Okay?
Yeah.
I know you don't want to, but I still want you to do it.
Mr. Williams,
Yes.
I've got all of my views done. Did you want to see them before I?
Yeah, that would be cool.
Okay.
I
I'm
would like
trying
to.
to. They're so light. I'm trying to get a
I
decent
know.
picture.
Yeah, I understand. But I should be able to make it out. Anson, I'm looking at your work now, okay?
Okay.
Good, it looks good.
Awesome.
Your front view, top view, okay, right side view, okay, that looks good. Okay. The left side view is a little tough to see,
Yeah, that was.
but that's okay. But I know if you got the right side correct, the left one should be correct as well. Okay.
Yeah.
So now I'm looking at the rear and it looks good. So now I see that you already have the guidelines for all of your text. So what I want you to do now is to turn all of these construction lines into wonderful, thin, dark, consistent secondary lines. Okay.
Okay. Sounds good. And for any surfaces that are for any of the different surfaces, make sure they have the lines in between them. Like for the other views, the
Okay, all right. So okay, let's talk about that. Yeah, let's talk about that. So just let me close out of this. Okay. Go back to this. And you can see my board, right?
yes.
Okay, good. So now what you I think what are you asking me about these lines here?
No, so I meant like for instance on the I'm doing the apartment complex. So like that little
I'm sorry.
section
Yeah.
that sticks out on the left side of the building. So like if
Okay.
when I'm doing the left view, should I have those lines there?
Okay, all right. If you're standing at the left side, right? Okay, this is the left side, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so whatever surface you see is a surface that should be drawn.
Yeah, I just meant on that left side since it's like all at the same level, but since there's that part that sticks out, like will there
Okay.
be lines there?
Okay, all right. So now here's the issue. All right, are you saying that this part here sticks out further than that?
No, like on the left side, that piece that's like centered where I had asked the
Yes.
question. Yeah,
Yes.
so when you're looking at that, like, would there be the lines for that?
Okay, so I'm just going to sketch it right here. So now if I'm looking at the left side here, right?
Yeah.
Just at this portion right here. So here's what I'm going to see. I'm going to see that. Okay. And then I'm going to see a vertical line here and a vertical line there.
Okay, those were the two that I was wondering if I
Yes, sir.
should or shouldn't.
You would absolutely see those lines.
Okay, cool. I think I'm good then. I'll go ahead and do
Okay,
that.
cool. Great.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Wow. Okay. Okay. Okay, by the way, while we all are working, I've graded, well, I'm up to date with all my grading. So if you want to check your grades for the last assignment, they are available to you.
Yes. That's
You
like,
sent me you sent me the right one?
yeah, that's the what I'm looking at right now. I already erased like half of it and just redrew it, but I realized.
Okay.
Yeah.
So okay. All right. Let me ask you a question. Okay. You see this line right here? You can see my screen, right?
Yeah.
Is that line that's along the x-axis? Is that 30 degrees? Just check it for me and see.
I still don't have any of those tools.
What tools?
I don't have that the adjustable triangle or the 30-60 triangle.
Well, then you can't do the problem, sir. So that's the problem. You can't do the problem. You cannot do this problem without having an adjustable triangle that you can adjust to 30 degrees, or having a 30. You can't do it. You can't do it. It's impossible. So I wish you would have told me that initially. So you still don't have a 30-60 triangle. Did you go to the I thought you had a 30-60 triangle.
No, I have the two of the same triangle, different size.
Okay, show me the triangles.
They're in the camera.
Hmm?
They're in the camera.
Hold on. Okay, that's your 30-60 right there. That's what you need.
Oh yeah, that's what I've been using. Yeah, that's what I've been using. I'm
Yeah,
using
but
this
you
one.
just said you told me that you didn't have the tools. But you
I thought
have.
you meant like that. I think you meant like that triangle was like that.
No.
The 40,
What
that's
you
45.
this is an isometric drawing, okay? Now let me ask you a question. Did you have you watched the isometric video?
Yeah, last week. The one you showed us. Well, not showed us,
Yeah,
but the one you
yeah.
showed us. Yeah, I watched it.
All right. So do you understand the isometric geometry?
I mean, I kind of remember. I might rewatch it just to, like, you know,
No.
refresh.
I'm asking you. Do you remember?
A little bit, not really though.
Okay. Listen. I'm gonna share my screen with you again. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Then Xavier, are you sure that you've watched all the videos I posted?
Yeah, the two videos you showed us. Well, had us watch.
I mean, all of them.
How many were there? I saw two.
No, okay, I'm just asking you. Now, you should know how many. You should know how many. All right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of imperative. I know I'm being a little hard on you, but because I
It's
think
okay.
I have kind of like demonstrated this, okay? And that's why I post the videos, right? In case you missed some information that you can go back and look at those videos and just follow what I do, okay?
Yeah.
I'm gonna share my screen with you again. Okay. Xavier, you can see my screen, right?
Yep.
Okay. My board, that is. All right. So here we go. This is the isometric geometry, right? We're going to start off with a horizontal plane. You understand that, right?
Yeah, that's on there.
Okay. Now this, okay, and then we have a. Let me move this down a little bit. I think you're having an issue interpreting what lines should be on the x-axis and what lines should be on the y-axis. I think that's your issue.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
That's your issue. All right. Okay. Now, this is my horizontal plane. This is my z-axis. Now this is my 30. This is my 30/60. You have this triangle, right?
Mine says 8 inches.
No. I'm not asking about the size. I'm asking about the shape. You have the shape of this triangle, right? Right.
Yep. Am I? No.
Yeah. That's it. Okay. So now you have a bigger one and you have a smaller one. Correct? Now, what we discussed last class is that you also need a 45. They owe you from the bookstore a 45-degree triangle that should have came in your kit. You should have not have received two 30/60 triangles. One should have been a 30/60 and the other one should have been a 45 degrees. So they owe you that, okay? If you purchased the kit, which you did, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so now, you see how I have my 30/60 here, And
Yes.
this is 30 degrees if I laid my triangle this way, right, on my. Could you read the background? If I place my triangle against my T-square this way, see this is 60 degrees, right? But if I turn it this way, okay? If I orient it this way, this angle here is 30 degrees, right? You got that?
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right.
Oh, actually, yeah.
Okay, so now that's 30 degrees, and this represents my x-axis. Okay, and this represents my z-axis. Oh, we're up there. My z-axis here. Okay, and this angle here of the x-axis from the horizontal plane is always 30 degrees. Okay, and you're going to use this side of the 30/60 triangle. You got me? Yes, sir.
Yes. Sorry, I keep thinking I'll need it.
Okay, good. So now the same thing applies to the y-axis. Okay. So now you said that you don't have the tools to get this done, but you do, because all you need is a 30/60 triangle, really. That's all you need. And you have that. Okay, so now when we look at the y-axis over here, so, okay, this angle here is 30 degrees. Okay. Okay. So now, every line that you make along this x-axis should have the same angle, 30 degrees. Every line. So if I have a line going back in that direction, okay, it has to be parallel to 30 degrees. If I have a line going along the y-axis, it has to be 30 degrees. Okay. All right. So now let's look at your problem. Okay. You're doing the Civic Center. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. So now you see that. Okay. This line here, that line right there, that's your z-axis. Is your z-axis placed there?
Yes, that's what I used.
Right?
Yes.
Okay. And you recognize this has been your x-axis right here. So if I was to sketch a horizontal plane here, like here, okay, good. This is my horizontal plane. I'm sketching it here, okay, and then from this horizontal plane to that line right there is 30 degrees. Okay. This is your y-axis over here, right? Y-axis right here. Okay. So this angle here is 30 degrees. So when I look at your drawing, all the lines along the x-axis are not 30 degrees there. There's some other angle. And okay. So when I'm going to draw this line right there, okay, right there. This is the position of my, this should be the position of my 3060. When I draw that line there, that should be the position of my 3060. Okay. When I go in the other direction, the y-axis, okay, that should be my position, and that doesn't change, okay, for that line. And then when I make that line there, right? So that's this line here is also 30 degrees along the y-axis. That line there is 30 degrees along the y-axis. So is this one. So is this one, and so is this one, and this one. So can you look at your drawing and see that all your lines are not parallel to 30 degrees for the x and y? I want you to.
Yeah, I'm doing that right now.
Huh?
So I'm doing that right now.
Okay, but now I know I want you to do it, but I'm asking a question. Do you visualize it? Can you see it?
Yeah, I can see it now. Now that you like, yeah, I can see it now.
Okay, all right, sir.
Thank you again.
Okay, you're welcome. Okay, everyone, I'm sharing this sample drawing with you again. By this time, I know we all know how to finish a drawing, okay? So just keep going. After you have a secondary line, all the views, just go ahead and do the text, right? I just want to let you know that the drawing number, if you can't read it, it is A0.1. That's the drawing number, A0.1, okay? So I know by now that you know how to finish this drawing, so just go ahead and finish the drawing. Again, if you have any questions, I'm here. Jason, yes?
Excuse me, sorry about that.
That's okay.
All right, Mr. W, I went over it.
Okay, now, okay, you want to share with me again?
Yeah, it looks a lot better.
Yeah, I want to,
Yeah.
I want you to get this concept down, okay? I really do, all right? Because here's what's happening. The isometric view must be correct before you can actually finish the orthogonal views. So that's why it's important that the isometric view be correct, okay? All right,
Yeah, good.
okay, so share with me again, please. Okay, Xavier,
Yeah.
can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, good. You see this line right here? Okay, this line should be vertical. It should be vertical, it should be straight. You see how it's canted over here? Nope,
Oh.
nope, it should be vertical. This line here should be vertical. This line here has to be vertical. Let me ask you a question. You should see this line here that's faint?
Yeah.
Okay, good. You see this line? Okay, all right. This line here should be vertical. Tell me what is the height of this wall here at 1/8 of an inch?
That's 2 inches.
Okay, it's 2 feet, right? 2 feet, right? 2 feet, right?
Yeah. Sorry, I muted. Feet, yeah.
Yeah, okay, okay. All right. Now, so it looks like, okay, so you see how this line is actually sloped, it's not vertical, okay? So you know you got to use your the 90 degree side, right? You understand what I'm saying when I say of the temp, my goodness, of the triangle, you have to use the 90 degree side.
Yeah. Straight side.
Yep, straight side, and it has to be placed against your, you know, and that might be an issue too. Are you holding that? Because it takes sometimes some getting used to in terms of using the T-square. Are you?
Yeah, I just started using it again. Yeah, I didn't use it before. I just pulled it out.
Okay, yeah. You got to use your T-square, and you got to keep that T-square tight against the straight edge of your drawing surface. If you don't do that, your lines are not going to be vertical. They're not going to be vertical. So just make sure that you're keeping that T-square tight against the edge of your drawing surface so that these, and then make this, okay, this is the right dimension, but the line is not straight. It should be 90 degrees, okay? Good. Now,
Yeah, I'm going over them.
okay, and I think that this line is 30 degrees, but this line here is off a little bit. You see how it's the height of the wall here is different than the height of the wall there? That's because this line here is not on 30 degrees. This line is right, but this line, so you need to erase this line out and start from this point right here, keeping that keeping this line 30 degrees from the y-axis, and draw it so that it's 2 feet here and it's 2 feet here, because you see it's 2 feet here. You say that's the right one, but the height here is different because the angle is different. So okay, so go ahead and make that correction. Okay.
Thank you.
No, okay, now I'm yep, I'm listen, and then here, Xavier, you see, this dimension here, what should it be? Okay, what is your dimension for the length of this wall right here? What's that?
Check right now. I got 4
All
feet.
right, okay, so it has the right length, and it seems to have the right angle, good, all right, but this vertical line and this vertical line here is off.
Yeah, I'm fixing that right now.
Okay,
I'm
cool.
fixing that little square or rectangle.
Okay, okay. When you're using Xavier, when you use a parallel bar or straight edge, you don't have this issue. You have to keep it level, but you don't have the issue of having to keep it tight against the edge. And I'm accustomed to using a parallel bar or straight edge. Let me know when you've made those corrections, okay? And then we can move forward.
Yep.
Looks good.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Go ahead and submit it then.
Please, yes.
Awesome. Thank you.
Okay, some of you are going to be finishing up early, pardon me. And once you have completed the assignment, you can submit it to me for review. And then if all is well, you can go ahead and submit it to me. Now, I want to share something with you. We are going to, as I stated before, we are going to be entering into the design portion of this course So I want to share with you what you're going to need starting on Wednesday, for those of you who have finished this assignment tonight, okay? If you can see my board here, okay, good. You're going to need a home planning template that looks like this. It's quarter scale, okay? And this will allow you to do door swings and draw plumbing fixtures, residential equipment, okay? So quarter scale. They make them in other scales, but what we're going to be using is the quarter scale home planning template, okay? So you will need that for Wednesday, okay? Some of you probably already have them. I know the Stanton bookstore has it, okay? And then we're going to be doing some sketching. Let me split. Okay. And what you're going to need is an 18-inch roll, if you can see it here, of tracing paper, okay? Tracing paper. I know they also sell this at the Stanton bookstore, okay? Particularly what we'll be using for this class is 18 inches in length, okay? So starting Wednesday, for those of you who are starting the design portion of this course, you will need the home planning template and a roll of tracing paper, 18-inch roll, okay? All right. And again, if you have finished the assignment and I have pre-viewed it, you are finished for this evening. And I will see you on Wednesday.
Mr. Williams, have a good night.
Have a great one.
Thank you.
I'm ready to send the picture, Mr. W.
Okay, I appreciate it. Pardon me. Xavier, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Looks so much better. I have one last question for you, okay?
Yep.
What is the distance, what is the length of this wall right here?
I got that down for 10 inches, 10 feet.
Okay, 10 feet, let's see, what should it be? 2, 4, 2, 4. Okay. Okay, and what's the distance between this wall and that wall? From here to here? What's that?
Sorry, I was muted. I said that should have been 8 feet. I just saw it.
From here to here?
Yeah. 2, 4, 6, 8. Yep.
Okay, and what's yours?
Measure. 4.
Pardon?
4.
Okay, so here's what I want you to do. Just shorten, move this wall here back, okay? So that from here to there is 8 feet, right? So that's gonna, you're gonna subtract from the length of this wall right here, right? So
Yeah, I know
from,
what you're talking about. I got
okay,
it.
good. So we'll fix it that way, okay? And once you've done that, it looks so much better. Thank you, Xavier.
Thank you for helping.
Now, so what's the next step? You know how you have to watch the videos relative to the video that is relative to orthographic projection.
All right.
Okay, you know what that is?
We said where or what?
Where? Do you know where that is?
No.
Okay, all right. So I'm going to show you. Okay, Xavier, you're going to go to weeks 5 and 6. And you're going to scroll down to the bottom. Until you get to this video right here that says creating orthographic projection from an isometric view. You got me?
All right.
Okay, that's the one you're going to watch.
Okay.
Jason, pardon me, Xavier, along with watching, you're going to watch that video, along with watching the one from last Wednesday's class on the 17th. It's fairly long, but you can fast forward to the spots or to the areas that you need. Okay, it's approaching again the 8 o'clock hour. Yes, it is. Those of you who have not quite finished yet, but you're close to it. So what you could do is to go ahead, finish up and email me a preview of your finished assignment, right? And I will give you some comments. And if need be, I'll just tell you to go ahead and to submit it, okay? So you can do that between now and next class. Is that cool? All right. So
All right, thank you.
you're welcome. So now with that, are there any other questions? Have a good evening.
Have a great evening.
Thank you, sir. Have a good evening.
Have a good one.
Thank you.